I don't know about y'all, but I'm done learning the hard way. I'm done. I understand experience is a great teacher, but I'm done learning the hard way because now I understand that I'm a divine being. So these messages, these insights, this intuition that comes to me, that's a divine message from source, from the creator. And it's up to me to take my healing serious enough to actually act on the awareness that I receive. So once I receive awareness, whether in meditation, whether in the shower, however it comes, we all get it in different ways. But whenever we get that awareness, that intuition, awareness to act so you can actualize, which means brings it to life. Make it actual, make it something you can feel, smell, and touch. Because I was listening to a podcast, I don't know if y'all know, I got Almost Alkaline podcast, and I was listening to a podcast from last year. And that's just me straight channeling messages, what I received for the day. And I'm like, if I listened to this, if I actually took the steps that I said in this podcast, I'd be in a much better position right now. I would have skipped all that learning and I would have had just collapsed time and I would already be on next levels. I'd be on another journey, right? And I understand the journey. I understand that we can't skip steps. I understand all that. But I also understand that we have to start taking these messages more serious. We got to start realizing that what we receive, that awareness that we receive is divine. And once we actually take those steps, that's going to help us go to that next level. And that's why we honor and that's why we love those people who just like Kanye, for example. Like Kanye, whatever you agree with him or not, what he does is he receives message and he acts on them and he does those things. And what that does is that brings him to next levels that we didn't know was possible, right? And I believe that we gotta trust that intuition, trust that inner guidance in order for us to get to those levels that are unbelievable, those levels that we didn't even imagine we could be on. And this is part experience too, because a lot of the things that I did is just like, I just received the message, I acted on it, and that's even why I'm here today. So a big portion of my life is actually me following that advice, is me listening to that inner guidance and actually taking those steps. But I do know that there's a lot of those steps I didn't take. And I gotta do better. We gotta do better. Because I don't do all this meditation. I don't sit in this meditation. I don't go out into nature so often. I don't focus and intentionally cultivate this inner environment of peace and tranquility so I could receive these messages just not to listen to them. And sometimes it's just as simple as don't eat this or eat this. Some of us, we wait so long and we don't take that advice until it's too late and we're sick and then we're ill. And we wait until the stress gets the best of us, until the toxins in our food get the best of us. And then we want to start taking action. And then we start asking the questions, oh, why are you sick? Why is this happening to us? And it's really just because we did not take that guidance that we received. In this video, the main message for us to honor ourselves, for us to honor yourself as a divine being, the God within, to know that those messages that you get, what you receive is divine. And for you to follow that. And for you to not let the outside world, the outside influence for culture, for society, to get in between you and that vision. And you need to keep a clean eyesight on where it is that you're going and that vision that you get from within. And you need to continue to act on it. Awareness and action. Awareness and action, awareness and action, awareness and action. Because no one knows what's best for you than you. No one knows. So we gotta be able to trust that from within. And it don't matter if someone says like, this is the diet you're supposed to eat. Your body's gonna tell you exactly what you need to eat. You know, your body's gonna tell you everything, what business you need, you know, everything. You got those messages from within. So we spend this time tuning in, we spend this time in meditation, we spend this time in nature so we can receive these messages so we could actually implement those. And that's how we actually actualize the task of breaking generational curses. That's how. It's by tuning in to self. Because the generations before us got caught up in society, but nah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna be the ones that break that curse break that line and bring forward blessings. So let's tune in. Let's show love to self. Let's give ourselves exactly what it is that we need. And let's honor ourselves for the divine beings that we are, for the God within that we are. And let's take those steps. And let's be disciplined and let's be courageous with it. Let's have faith. That's probably one of my biggest lessons in this whole journey, is having faith. Because sometimes you may receive a message. Sometimes you may receive something that comes to you and it's like, that's crazy. I don't see that working out. And that's when our past programming comes in, our fears, the programming of our parents telling us to stay safe, to take the path that everyone else has gone. But when we get that message and it's a little bit scary, it's a little bit fearful within us, like, I don't know how this is going to work, that means we got to double down on that. Because in order for us to do something that's never done, in order for us to get results of something that we haven't gotten before, we need to do things that aren't done before, right? Sometimes that's as simple as listening to self and following that crazy thoughts that we be getting, that crazy intuition that we get. Have faith and trust the mission. Trust that whatever you're gonna go through on that is preparing you for this next phase and this next journey. All right, honor that, love yourself, and know that you're a divine being, you're a creator, and you could attain anything that you want. You just gotta be able to trust and listen in. All right, family, bless.